name announced, so it's very exciting.
You're so good at drums.
Been
man.
doing it
Isn't
since 6th grade.
6th grade,
Yeah,
huh?
you learned how to buzz roll when you first learned how to play the concert
and we
snare
see
drum.
you on that promo that we have. With
Yeah,
you
it
were
was
playing with what
Oh,
band?
yeah.
What high
I
school
think
band were you with?
it was the Miller High School
Miller High School.
Alumni Drumline.
Very cool.
They said, "Hey, pick up a snare," and I
There
said,
you go.
"All
You did.
right,
He
here
was
we
like,
go."
say less.
You were ready to
Yeah.
march. For sure. There you go. He's
There
got
you-
that.
march
Went
into the
weather.
green wall.
Oh, wait, I forgot my clicker. Okay.
Need
now I
that.
have it, yeah. The good old days. We do have a lot of haze in the atmosphere. There was some outflow off of storms in Louisiana that have kind of pushed more haze toward us from the north. It kind of pooling the haze, and you see it on the tower cam. Air quality because of that is unhealthy for some. 91 degrees out with a heat index of 104. A little dip in the humidity. It's still awfully sticky and humid out, but this number at least is not in the lower 80s the way it was the last few days, and that's why the heat index isn't as crazy high as it's been. We do have the heat advisories in play through 7 and 8 o'clock, and more storms over the Sierra Madres. This happens all the time this time of year, and often these stay well away from us. We're not expecting any of that to move our way, although we may see some of the upper level cloud coverage try to sneak in off the tops of those storms. Big region of high pressure spinning clockwise over New Mexico. That is why the dew point is just a little bit lower. You see these little brown shades sneaking in, just a hint less humidity, and we'll see that happen again, that placement in to next week, but it takes a little jog to the east and south over the weekend. It will be in the Gulf of Mexico. Then it moves to the south. We're going to try to get this frontier. I don't think we're going to get it, though. This low isn't going to dig far enough to the south, and that's going to keep the weak front that wasn't going to do much anyway, but it looks like that's going to stay north of here. And then next week, by the middle of the week, this high returns to where it is right now. And that, again, keeps that northerly flow in the mid to high altitude parts of the atmosphere, which hopefully keeps the heat index value somewhat in check. It's still awfully hot, 110, but a lot better than 120 to 125 with just a hint less humidity. So mid-90s throughout the next 7 days. Tropics remain quiet, lots of Saharan dust in the main development region of the Atlantic, and no activity expected over the next 7 days. Tonight, 79, a few passing clouds. Winds will be calm up to about 5 miles per hour out of the southeast overnight, and then another somewhat relaxed day with respect to wind speeds. Maybe some gusts up around 20 miles per hour, but that's not terribly strong for us here. Mid-90s again with the heat index up around 110. We'll still be dealing with some of the haze out there. Some minor coastal flooding primarily in the morning hours coinciding with high tide. Got a new moon up in the sky. That kind of helps push water around a little bit more. Bays will be smooth given that light wind, 3 to 12 knots on area waters. And over the next 7 days, it's more of the same. No rain, mid-90s, warm overnight, and heat index values in the afternoon close to 110. So just a hint less humidity. You're talking 2 or 3 degrees on the dew point lower, and that makes about a 10-degree difference in how it feels outside.
Yeah.
So it's a small thing.
It's going to help.
But, you know, it's better. 110 is better than 120.
That's
For
true.
sure.
I think we can all agree on
Yeah.
that.
Put it into perspective.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Thanks, Alan.